Howdy folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as Japan. I know it's been a little while since the last episode. I was in Europe for a couple of weeks. I went to Sweden for ParadoxCon, got to play all the latest and greatest and upcoming games from Paradox. Lots of really good and exciting stuff. And then I spent a few more days after that in the Netherlands, and now I'm back though. So yeah, I only had so much pre-recorded, so I apologize for the fact that there's a gap. Also, I think we may be wrapping up this series. One, we're at ParadoxCon, of course. Lots and lots and lots of viewers were there playing the games, but they also came to talk to me, and they asked, oh, why haven't you played Stellaris? Why haven't you played another Hearts of Iron 4? The Kaiserreich guys were there. What an amazing Hoi 4 mod that is, that I really, really want to play now. And I had to tell everyone, well, I made this rule a little while ago that I would only play one grand strategy game at a time, because otherwise it becomes untenable. There's just no way to have more than one going simultaneously and do the live streams and also try to play other games at the same time from companies that aren't Paradox. So yeah, I decided a while ago that I would only do one grand strategy game at any given time, and right now that's EU4. But a lot of people, I mean, people have been emailing, tweeting about all that ever since Utopia came out for Stellaris. So what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to be looking at wrapping up this EU4 campaign here, because A, I do want to see those. A lot of people are been asking about it, but also we've kind of beaten the game at this point, right? As this Japanese start, the problem was China, the problem was Ming, the problem was the Celestial Empire, and we've smashed them repeatedly. There's no longer any sort of threat over here at all. It's just going to be a question of every time the truce comes up, we declare war and take some more territory through some sort of balancing act, perhaps, of administrative efficiency. We'll probably start some more warfare maybe in the Americas to lock down, especially North America, because that's how the trade really would flow back to Japan. And that's, you know, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna play this episode, but I'm gonna say this is gonna be our final episode of the EU4 Japan run. However, what I'm gonna do at the end of this episode, I'm gonna take the save file and I'm gonna upload it online. I'm gonna have a link down below so you can download this save. I'm not running with any mods whatsoever. I do have all the expansions, so presumably you would need all of those to be able to load the mod or the save. But then you can go and take over and send me screenshots of a glorious Japanese sort of, I don't know. It's not really red, is it? I mean, it's not a pure true red. I don't know, but let's call it red anyway. You know, spreading across the world and doing something like that. So, again, it's been a couple weeks, so I don't 100% remember where the heck we were, but it does look like we probably just finished the war against Ming over here. I'm going to go ahead and unpause it. We'll probably get a couple of diplomatic pop-ups of people. The AI tends to reorganize their AI decisions on a new day and a new save. Diplotech is about ready to go. What does this unlock? War galleons and frigates. I know, frigates, but doesn't frigate sound so much more fun and exciting? Estates demand, so our nobles want some more land, because we did take some more land that was, in fact, it just mirrors, like, the game sound really low and or non-existent. Hold on a second. Okay, maybe it's just my speakers are low, but everything feels really quiet here. Let me just check to make sure. There's a big Windows update when I left. Ah, U4, you are indeed a little lower than you're supposed to. Okay, hopefully that'll be fine. There you go, ever so slight UI sound. I know I've got U4 pretty quiet in general, but yeah, so I will apologize if any of the sound mixes are off today, because there was a giant Windows update right when I left, and it did screw up and change a lot of my sound settings. So we'll see how that goes. All right, you guys set up over there so you're not getting attrition. We got a bunch of ships over here. Who are you? What are you? We got a bunch of heavies. Right, the other thing is, I keep forgetting that all of this is inland sea. I mean, a couple of times I sort of, like, recognized it, but I don't play here very often, so I forgot that these could all be galleys. Oh, what, this coast here too? This is all sea. That's, or, inland sea. So, but not here. That's the limit. The Gulf of Tonkin? What about over here? No, and not there, no. But this is. And this is. Okay, see, I have to... Next time around, we can be a lot more cost efficient if I remember that. We have a revolt that's kicked up. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Our troops don't have much to do. Why don't you guys stop here? It's going to be a big stack getting attrition, but that's okay. It's a little overkill, but that's okay too. Efficiency! Pfft, who wants any of that? You, go here. Then here. And they got very powerful generals over there, but not the troops. You're still exiled, that's fine. We're going to wait until January, probably hit this button, that's going to be okay. We've got some money, but not an infinitude of it. That's fine too. Would we want to declare wars over here? How are we doing? Diplomats, I mean, we could. Let's gain stability. That sounds like great fun to me. And a decision is available. Baptize ruler. Ah, Christian ruler. Less tolerance to the truth faith. More institution spread. We don't currently have an institution going. Although, when are we? We're 1634. Global trade is here and is accepted in Japan. So it's going to be 16 years before manufacturers will pop. And this is going to spread quickly by itself. Do we want less tolerance to the true faith? Well, you know what? The trade efficiency is pretty good. F it. Let's go. And maybe it'll still be in there. So you're still waiting. You're moving up. That's fine. We can go with the speed up a little bit. Where's my transports? That is a great question. Popularization of silk fabrics. Separatism. Darn you. Navies, navies, navies. Oh, are you picking up? Oh, you're going here to pick up the random people that were left in Hawaii who were on auto move. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, stupid separatists. I mean, there's no forts over there, so they're gonna go pretty quick. Yeah, the attrition here, but I mean, we've got lots of manpower. We're not literally at their cap, but we're pretty close. Right, you guys, you whiners. Okay, so not Beijing, obviously. Okay, I mean, it's not weighted towards manpower, but it's... Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that. No worries. Okay. Alright, you're going to go and smash some face. I'm going to get you to move there, just in case that's where they show up first. So we don't want them taking anything else. No reason to force march. We still have the little line to take. Right, we took this place! I forgot about this place. How you doing? You got a little bit of unrest? I guess it might not be a terrible idea to take a look at the autonomy map mode. And let's just... Oh no! We don't want to raise autonomy anymore. I forgot. We've got the freaking stupid absolutionism mechanic. No raising of autonomy. I don't suppose there's anywhere I could lower autonomy. Absolutism increases. Yeah. Let's just do this in some safe areas. Okay. What you got here? Offensive ideas. Are we slightly ahead in military tech? The next one is a tactics level, though, and a supply limit level. Star forts ain't bad either, so we are not going to take offensive ideas right now, although the 20% siege speed is really nice. But we can't not take that tech level. It's just way, way too critical. Where are you moving? To Berja, so we're going to go and intercept you there, is what we're going to do. And you're moving to Ulk. Okay, so go there, and then you're going to move over here. There you go. That timing's going to be okay. Christian communities attacked. Move us more open, move us more isolated. Devastation in Kyoto does not sound good, since that is a really powerful province. Alright, these guys are going to get shattered, attacking us into the mountains. Okay, yes, you've suffered casualties. We're at full maintenance, right? That would have been pretty funny. Treasure fleet, okay. Alright, so you guys, I'm just going to put you on a boat and then get you to dock over here, and we'll move these guys off of there as well. You did take Ulch. Stupid years of separatism. Well, I mean, that's what I get for not going around building forts. Although I suppose, like, they would have still been able to siege the stuff around the fort or something. I don't know. Do they prioritize? Like, if we put a fort here, would they prioritize going there? I don't think so. Grind, grind, grind. Alright. Good. Split. Go. Split. Go. Alright. So, we're just waiting for January. We'll hit the Diplotech button. Because we'll no longer be ahead. Apparently we're still building ships. Oh, I think I built a bunch of light ships at the end of the last episode. Which is good. Again, you know, mathematically you can almost certainly go above your force limit in light ships and still make some money, but... Math is stupid. Who wants to deal with that? Okay, many little wars between tributaries, which is fine. That's their prerogative. I can't tell them to go do puzzles. There's January, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit this. None of these are terribly important. We could spend a bunch of money upgrading our fleet, though, and that might not be too bad. So these light ships, you guys get upgraded. Bam, perfect. And how's our trade looking? 85%. We can actually move some ships out of Beijing here. You're going up here, which is good because we're collecting trade. I mean, do we want to move our trading post? I feel like the answer is yes, but I also feel like I don't want to like bother calculating. You're going to the Moluccas down here, and then pulling forward. So none of it is being... Okay, all of it's being transferred over here, right? But most of it is actually staying in the Moluccas, which we don't want. We are collecting trade over here, and we probably want to get more of it. Now, we don't have a huge percentage. Maybe we want to prioritize on getting more ships over here, and I think that's exactly it. I think that... Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong hotkeys for changing my map modes, because I've been playing other Paradox games, which have different hotkeys for that. So you're going to protect trade in Malacca once you're done being repaired, and that's going to be okay. And I'll probably grab... So you stop. I'm going to split you in half. So you can keep protecting trade in Beijing, because we're probably still going to want some ships here. You guys are going to go ahead and get upgraded. That's going to be fine, and then you can protect trade in Malacca as well. Alright, that I think is going to be a good and fine and swell start. Okay, we've got all this, which is lovely. So you guys, group up here. You group up here. We might send some of you guys to North America and plan a move over there. I kind of feel like that might be our next step. Declare war on England or France or someone, right? Because there's French Columbia over here. There's British Mexico over here. What does Great Britain look like again? Oh yeah, they did unify completely, that's right. It took them ages to do it. There was a Scotland forever, wasn't there? Unless I'm thinking of a different game, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Lorraine doing pretty well for itself, actually. Letter of recommendation. Christian missions in our land have behaved well since they've come to settle here. They respect the laws, and an increasing number of men and women have begun to see the light of their God, including apparently my ruler. Their leader has gained a reputation as an excellent mediator and would likely make a fine minister. He has agreed to this on the condition that we write a letter of recommendation to the other worldly leaders of Japan. Of course, our more traditionalist vassals would see his appointment as an offense, both to tradition and to themselves. Their self-proclaimed leader would also likely want to take up office, though his talents lie in other areas. So I could go more open, lose a little bit of prestige, gain a theologian for cheap, or become more isolationist and get an army reformer. So either way, we get a 50% off level 2 dude. This cost me prestige, but I do like to be more open because if you recall, being open over here is giving us a tech discount and the institution embracement cost, which is going to be really relevant in probably about 15 years. So I'll go ahead and write the letter. It's fine. I got lots of prestige. Lots of prestige. That's going to be okay. The thing is, I think the armies that's left could probably just, you know, Whoa, apparently I had a lot of buildings queued up. Okay, fair enough. I think these guys could probably take on Ming by itself, especially I don't think we're at our force limit. We're close, but we could build some more dudes, and it's probably going to be sufficient. So then the question becomes, how many dudes do we move overseas? Maybe we just grab one stack, and I'm going to make sure this gets fully repaired before I move it, because it is a pretty rough trip along the way, as we've discovered. Oh, one of our army advisors. Well, maybe I should have taken the half-price dude. We're still making lots of money. Lots and lots of money, so I think getting a level 3 guy is fine. Morale of armies obviously makes us a lot better at fighting. A lot better. This would save us a ton of money, but no, this is going to be okay. Speaking of a ton of money, let's go ahead and drop the army maintenance in half. That should still be okay to maintain our colonies, if I can even remember where they are. Like, what's our colonial deal right now? I know I noticed a few. Flores is nearly done over here. We could probably recall you and start another one. I'm going to do that exactly. Send you here. Move you over there. Jumano, alright, and you're being guarded. And Umatia over here. That all seems good and fine. We're going to try to poke at Great Britain a little bit more. Okay, internal warfare. Countries wants to handle condottieri, which I've seen before and is a good money, but I just don't care about managing it. It just feels annoying to me. If I could just let them control it or something, well, then they would probably get the troops murdered, and I'd never want to do that either. It'd be nice if I could just lend manpower or something like that instead, right? It's like, I kind of like it in Hoi 4, where when you're doing the Lend-Lease, you're just like, here, have a bunch of guns. Have fun with that. Or you can send an expeditionary force, or you can do a volunteer, depending on how the different the war situations are. But I kind of like the, here, have some guns. So we can push a new button here. Harsh treatment is cheaper, and we know that harsh treatmenting is a way to raise our absolutism, so that might be tempting. Autonomy change cooldown. Oh, this is what? So that we can raise or lower a little bit more frequently? Maybe. Free forts, yeah. Edict of Absolutism. So what does that do? Let's take a look. Oh, I can't move this window? Okay. Edict of Absolutism. Okay. Oh, alright. So it just does the thing there, the monthly devastation. Okay. I didn't know if that was part of the same effect or not. So, just for the lulls, I'm going to go ahead and hit this button, and we might harsh treatment a little bit more frequently. We've got some threats. It's not going to be for a long time. How much does the harsh treatment? 45. I mean, we want to take the military power, but I might go ahead and hit this button, because... Yeah, +1. It's just... So we're investing military power to get a big discount in admin cost for blobbing going forward. Maybe we'll wait until it becomes more dire and consider it then. But it is half price. It's quite nice. You know, we took that feature. So I want to hit that button real soon. Are you guys repaired? Yeah, that's great. So we're going to move a crap ton of you over to, I guess, Jamexico, because from there we can attack in a couple of different directions. I'll just drop you off here, because that way you won't be with the other dudes. They'll have to be repaired at some point. Treasure fleet has arrived. Lost a colonialism CB against France. So I guess they were colonizing, and now they're not. Well, they're colonizing here. How's that not, like, adjacent via water? Now, we do have a couple of idle diplomats. We could send them on automated things. I don't remember. Do I have vassals anymore? First of all, where are my subjects? Does it show you... So that's my trade company. Also, any chance these guys could give me power now? The ones that are just giving me ducats. Have any of them grown? No, okay. Korchin is our vassal. Right, so we have one and only one vassal. It's Korchin over here. Do we have a date? So next year, although you don't like us enough. Improved relations won't get us there by itself. Cranky about a few different things. Different religion. I think I'm going to go ahead and accelerate this, though, by offering subsidies. So maximum is 13. This is pretty cheap. So this would hit the cap in a little under 3 years. Let's do this. It'll hit the cap in basically a year, and it's basically a year before we can annex them. So that's going to be that. We can also give them a gift. And, I mean, we can cap out or improve relations as well. So we'll send them a gift. They're clearly not very rich over here. So it's not going to take much. There we go. Oh, it's kind of annoying, an extra 25 for the extra +1. But you know what? I don't care. I'm a generous overlord. You see that? Just a nice guy. Just a really nice guy. So we're going to go ahead and soak them in. How are we in total relationships? Only 4 or 5. That's not too bad. We could probably look for more, but eh. Alright, you improve relations. Colony in Flores became self-sustaining. Excellent. Yeah, that was a pretty good one, wasn't it? Yeah, look at this. 11 development. I think this one might be... Okay, 9. What about over here? 8. Still not too shabby. So we sell the free diplomatic, and we could automate him. He is spy... Okay, I don't know if we need to spy on Ming. Although we could... I don't remember. Can we... No. Okay, we're going to cancel that. We'll keep counter-spying Ming because they seem to like poking at me, which is annoying. Lucrative trade. We can get... Ooh, a whole 50 ducats, you guys! Or one province could get a slight buff and no money. Or, tell you what, we'll take the Diplo power. I mean, it's all pretty meaningless. That is a pretty crummy event, to be honest. Not very exciting at all. Do I want to mothball you guys? No. Do I want to move you over to Europe? Yes, I do. Because I feel like if there's going to be another one, it's going to be here. So let's move the heavies, because that starts to make sense. This isn't even an inland sea, which is interesting. So we keep the heavies over here. That's going to be okay. We can maybe consider upgrading you when you get there. Military. There we go. We got our 5% off. It's January. Excellent. We definitely want to hit this button. We may as well change our troops right away. Boom. Musketeers. And we may as well upgrade our forts. If they're going to exist, they should be the best. There's no reason... If you're going to have a fort, you always want it to be the cap, because otherwise it's just too easy to conquer, and then it gives a bunch of war score. And I'm going to build one in my capital. Just for because it feels a little bit safer. I don't know, there's rebels, they go to your capital, everything goes to shit really fast. Tough. I know we're on an island. I know it's not efficient. I don't care. Disarmament, core provinces, core provinces, core provinces. Excellent. We still have some overextension, but they're coming in. I guess that was everything over here. Spread of disease. We are going to attempt to assuage their suffering. So we got our galleasses over here. You've got a little bit of maneuver. You may as well like go to one of our trading nodes, like you. May as well do some of that. That's fine. Religious tensions is expired. And we've done some conversions. What's intercolonial trade? Establishing colonial subjects overseas allowed us to expand our trade while remaining in control, importing goods from lands that are essentially under Japanese control. As long as we supply our colonies with what they need, they have no reason to start putting gold in the hands of our enemies. Sadly, the settlers sometimes have a different opinion from our shogun on what exactly they need. They have begun to trade with neighboring colonies and natives, circumventing trade barriers we put up to protect our nation's interests. This clearly benefits them, but whether it benefits us is highly doubtful. Right. So Jamexico could gain some Liberty Desire, although this would fade away at some point. Jamexico. What is this little bar? Oh, the Treasure Fleet, right. So this is your Liberty Desire. You basically have none. So we're going to go ahead and hit that. Take the Mercantilism boost. That's going to be A-okay. Let's convert some more provinces. Excellent. We can make states. That is very true. We do have some money, although not infinitude money. Unrest over here. 69 years. Yeah, all right. And again, we could hit the button to raise... I think if I had problems with actual rebels now, especially since I don't want to raise autonomy, I will definitely be harsh treatmenting, especially with the discount. But if it's not actually a rebellion problem, then I won't deal with that. So this moves some base tax around. Right, this one here is like 20 years of penalty to morale of armies. We can never, ever, ever do that. So the loyalty ding actually won't matter. We're going to go to 39.9, so it'll come right back in a second. All right, fair enough. Now considered part of our patrimony. Okay, Corchin, you... Is it 36? When do we have to wait? July. Oh, yeah, we'll recall you. We are way overboard on our relationships now, but that's okay. I don't care. Annex. It's going to go pretty darn fast. 156. And predicted to be 41. How's our speed on that? 3 each month. That is not very much. Oh, one of our generals died. So we don't have the Diplorep dude going on right now. We have the trade efficiency dude, which is probably fine. Is he half price? No, he's a full price level 2 guy. I wonder if we just upgrade to you. Hello, Estates. Do you have anything going on that I can... No, apparently not. You need to have 40 or greater influence, and you don't have anything like that. I could bring you up to 31%, but that's not going to be enough. How come your influence is so low? I guess I've been declining the nobility. I don't think 50 Diplo power is worth tanking that. I could give them more land or something, but we're not going to do that. Alright, I think... we're going to go ahead and upgrade to the level 3 dude. For the Diplo rep, a little bit of extra power. We are still focused on military right now, which is good because we're trying to power through these offensive ideas. And we were not for a little while there ahead of time on military. I mean, we wanted to get the military tech, but we still want to go through the ideas. Coffee! Core. I think that finishes all the coring now. Yes, it does. Separatism is all going down. Look at this modifier. Look at these crazy modifiers. That is sick good. All right, I should probably be going to war. My manpower is nearly capped. Immoral prices. Ooh, that is a lot of peasants. There we go. Okay, we're going to take this, because the money is not a big deal. I actually want the Merchant Guild to get more influence, because now that they're over 40, we can once again hit New World Charters, which gives them more influence and sort of helps keep that cycle going a little bit more. So global settler increase, go up. Everything is happy. I can now get 100 Diplo power and still have them be at good loyalty. Excellent. That's really what I want. We don't get the development discount anymore, but that's going to be a-okay. So we need to get them over 40 so that we can ask for generals to give them more influence. And there's only 10 influence. Yeah, we need that event to go away or a different one to fire. So we'll keep an eye out for that if we can. Okay, we've got some troops over here. Excellent. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end this episode here. And in fact, we're going to end the series here. Clearly, you know, there's wars that we can do in North America. We can keep going here. I mean, people might even want to do truce breaky things. We got a truce that's ending in Buryatia soon, with Ming less soon. I mean, we could go to war with a few more people, although we've got plenty of tributaries over there. And the tributaries are pretty handy, especially short term. Establish tributary. The Shawnee would like to do it. I'm not gonna hit the button because maybe people don't want that. Maybe they want something that they can actually attack. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the save is gonna be available down below. This was a really great run. I like doing all the daimyo stuff. Yeah, that was a hell of a lot of fun early on because you start off so small and so weak as like Ashikaga or something like that. And especially in this patch, like there's so many more daimyos since the Mandate of Heaven patch, that playing as Japan is a lot more of a challenge. It was a lot of fun making everyone do puzzles. That was great. And then finally, when we effectively unified Japan, then we had the Ming monster to deal with, which obviously we have crushed at this point. So that feels pretty good. And you know, there's plenty of other goals you can set, but I think I've achieved all the goals that I set out to do in this Let's Play. So I'm very content and happy to leave it here. But again, the save will be down below. So if you want to go, I mean, we're in pretty good position. You got all the manpower, you've got good money and good income. You're not quite at the land force limit. How's the naval force limit? You're pretty close, but not quite there. You could build a few more ships. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if a world conquest is still in the cards, given the pace that I've been playing. Maybe, maybe not. Probably for some people. But there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. My plan going forward is to do a Let's Play of Stellaris, the Utopia content, and then after that, I want to play Hearts of Iron 4 with the Kaiserreich mod, which is really, really, really exciting and a lot of fun to play. In fact, I kind of want to jump into that one first, but I've been promising another Stellaris Let's Play for ages, especially with the new content that came out. So that's what we're going to take a look at first. Thank you very much for watching the series. Thank you for your patience in waiting for this episode to come out while I was away. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.